welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another pen for unboxing and review. And this is a pen, as you can see here, by Gilbert House Pens, handmade in Cambridge in the UK. Now, this is a slippery slope. I now have a bunch of pens from Brad at Gilbert House Pens, and a week before the pen show, I looked on my Instagram feed and I saw this pen, and Brad had posted this pen about 4 hours prior, and I was like, wow, that is such a beautiful pen, I'm sure it's gone. And I messaged Brad late evening and he said, no, it's not, it's still available. So I said, well, I'm gonna have to secure this pen. I'll pick it up at the London Pen Show in March this year. So I think let's lift the lid on this box. You get a little bit of packing there. You get a pen in a pen sleeve. You also get a Gilbert House pen sticker there, and also his business card with his mobile number as well, and the website. So it's gilberthousepens.co.uk. So if you like to look at this pen or want to check out other pens from Brad, then do check out his website. We will remove the pen from this pouch, and I think you'll see why. I'm a little bit of a sucker now for wood made pens, and this is the beauty. This is an Amboyna Burl wood pen, and this is just gorgeous to look at. It has a very sort of flat cap there and flat end cap. But this is really stunning. I do like the contrast in the varying colours in this Amboyna Burl wood. It really is quite nice. I think Brad has done a good deal of work on this pen to make it look beautiful. This really is a nice pen. So when I saw this on my Instagram feed, I had to reach out to Brad and say, hey, look, I will buy that if you still have it available. And I'm glad he had it available still. Now, the section isn't wood, but it is a diamond cast red dragon resin material. And you can see that I think it contrasts nicely with the Amboyna Burl. And it does have a little bit of diamond cast, which is ground up diamond, real diamond dust in that. You have on this one, I have a Mr. Cypress nib, and I think I asked Brad for a broad. Yeah, I'm just looking at it. It is a broad nib there. Now, I know Brad, like a lot of pen makers, they can get hold of Cypress nibs. And typically I normally will just go with a Bock nib if I can, or a Yovo nib if I can't. But I thought, actually, you know what? I think a two-tone Mr. Cypress nib would go nicely on this pen. So that's what I went for. If I unscrew the body there, you can see that it has a standard international converter on this pen. And I just like the size of this pen. You kind of would think that a wood pen is quite heavy. It's not. It's actually, I want to say, as light, if not lighter than a resin pen. But this Amboyna Burl, I think, with also the diamond cast red dragon there and the Cypress nib, I think really actually makes this look quite nice. There is a little bit of a step down here that may bother some people. It doesn't bother me. The cap tapers in slightly to the end cap there, but mostly the pen is fairly cylindrical there. This is the Homerton pen from Gilbert House Pens, but I just love the pattern on this wood, and it really wants me to get more Amboyna Burl pens. I think the Amboyna Burl is probably my most favourite looking wood when it's turned into a pen, or turned into any object really. But this to me really, really stands out. So I think with that, let's do a size check. Whoa. We'll try and not let it roll. So there you go. So I think we'll do a size check, we'll do a weight check, we'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the full length of the pen, we are looking at about 148 millimeters in length. The length of the cap looking at 62 millimeters in length, and the length of the body, if we can balance the pen there, we are looking at about 138 millimeters in length. So this is an oversized pen, and you can see that in my hand there. It's not designed to be posted like a lot of pens, so that you just need to bear that in mind if you are a cap poster. But I do find that this pen is quite comfortable the way it is. So I think with that, let's do a weight check. So the full weight of the pen inked up, we are looking at just over 21.5 grams in weight. The weight of the cap, we are looking at just under 6.5 grams. And the weight of the body, we are looking at, and it's going to want to roll a little bit. I'm just going to have to hold it there. It's just over 15 grams in weight. So this is comparable to a lot of resin-made pens in terms of the weight. But you can see here this material really is, well, for me anyway, a beautiful material, quite captivating. I like some of the knots here that you see. I like the reddishness of this wood, as well as the standard sort of colours here as well, and some of the swirl patterns you've got in this wood. So it really is quite a beautiful pen. I'm glad that I added this one to my collection. So I think with that, let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Pelikan M800 Royal Gold Ardent, we have a Pelikan M1000 Ardent Starlight, a Pelikan M1000 Ardent Sunlight, a Mr. Cypress, and this is the Mackie Goldfish. We have a Mr. Cypress Mackie Dragon. We have a Gilbert House Pens, and this is the Homerton Amboyna Burl. We have a Ryan Crusack Legend 16 Dragon Slayer, a Ryan Crusack Legend 16 Koi. We have a Tweeko Seishoot Dragon in red and a Tweeko Seishoot Dragon in green. So I think that with that, let's now go into a writing sample. So this is the Gilbert House Pens, and it's the Homerton Amboyna Burl. And this is a board, and it's a steel nib, it's a cypress nib. Now, in terms of the ink here, we have it inked up with diamine, and it's the Gibson guitars, and it's the Tobacco Sunburst, which I think the ink's a little bit darker than the pen, but I still think it actually matches quite nicely. In terms of line variation, cypress nibs typically run a little bit finer or a little bit narrower. So although this is a board, I would say it's pretty much more closer to a Western medium. If I push it a bit harder, I can certainly get what I would call a Western broad out of this nib. And if I do some more line variations, there's no hard starts or skips there. This nib is writing really, really well. In terms of ink wetness, let's take a look. And you can see there the light brownness coming out of that ink. It is a nice kind of shading ink. So what do I like? What do I not like about this pen? Well, clearly I liked enough to buy this pen. And I messaged Brad because I saw him post it on his Instagram. and this was a Saturday, I think around about lunchtime. I picked up Saturday evening, and I messaged Brad and said, I really want this pen if you still have it available. So I'm very glad that I was able to add it to my collection. I do like Brad's work. He does make a lot of nice looking pens. The material that he uses is really nice. I like the mix of the resin section and the wood pen. I think it just makes it stand out a little bit more. And I love Amboyna Burl as well. So this really ticks most of the boxes for me. There's nothing that I dislike about this pen. It really is well made. And also Brad's prices. If you look at his prices at Gilbert House Pens website, they are really, really good prices as well. So there you have it. That's my unboxing and review of the Gilbert House Pens Homerton in the Amboyna Burl with a broad steel nib. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.